Joseph's Faithful Life. I was watching with kids a Christian program called Superbook. We studied the life of Joseph. While watching, God reminded me how Joseph's surrendered life became a blessing to many nations, including Egypt and his own family. This is the same Joseph whom his brothers sold into slavery. Yet, even in a foreign land, God never left him. Everything Joseph did prospered because God's hand was upon him, and his master, though he did not know God, noticed that the Lord was with Joseph. As a result, Joseph was placed in charge of everything in his master's house. When Potiphar's wife tried to tempt him into sin, Joseph chose to remain faithful to God and loyal to his master. Because of her false accusation, he was thrown into prison. Yet, even in prison, God was with Joseph, showing him favor and blessing the work of his hands. In time, Joseph interpreted the dreams of fellow prisoners, and later, through God's wisdom, he was able to interpret Pharaoh's troubling dream. This act of obedience in God's grace positioned Joseph to save countless lives during the famine. Through all his trials, Joseph never grew bitter, nor did he harden his heart. He refused to sin against God, even when tempted, and remained faithful in every situation. Because of his obedience and surrender, God lifted him up and made him a blessing to others. Today, we too are called to live a faithful and surrendered life to God. Whether among our family, friends, or in a foreign land, when we walk in obedience and refuse to compromise, God will prosper the work of our hands. Others will see his presence in us and glorify our living God. The Word of God says, Psalm 128, 1-2. Blessed is everyone who fears the Lord, who walks in his ways. When you eat the labor of your hands, you shall be happy, and it shall be well with you. Let us stay alert against the enemy's schemes and keep our focus on the Lord in all things, living surrendered lives that bring glory to him.